for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Let's get into it. What we're going to talk about, we talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And thank you for your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind, and also turn on the notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe. That way YouTube knows you're here. Let's get to it. Cynthia responds to Nene Leakes' claims that Real Housewives of Atlanta is tumbling down. Let's see. Get back on TV. Go ahead. Build a second house. This is the biggest thing. I don't know why people are playing in her face. They know her husband passed away year and a half ago. She was a caregiver for how long? She was going through a divorce for how long? When you're going through all that and concerns with Bravo, it's not like Nene did not have all those concerns going on. She had all that going on while other women are going through divorce, which we get it, but your husband did not pass. R.I.P. to Greg. So that's the biggest thing. You're going through problems with the show you're on. Your husband passes. You're going through an illness with your son. You're going through a concern with your restaurant. She's had a lot over the last 5 years. 5 years. So if she wanted, if all those things weren't going on with Nene, I do think that there would be a different scenario for her. But I don't think they're taking that in consideration. And this is the biggest thing. We know with Nene, it's organic conversation. It's not made up. It's not fixed. Of course, she has to have her shade, little comments under her wig or ready to go. Then, of course, that. But the conversation flows. It does not seem like the conversation flows. For me, with Kandi, with Cynthia. Many people were calling, they've said it. They say Kandi's boring, they say Cynthia boring. So now they're bringing alleged Cynthia back in to try and spike the ratings. These girls have been successful, Kandi, Cynthia, but they're not Nene. Nene is quick wit. Nene is like a comedian in herself. She's likable. She pulls you in with the conversation. That's something not everybody has. And like I said before, Nene's had a show, I guess, with her family, I guess, a long time ago. But Kandi's had too. And it's Kandi's right now responsibility to be carrying the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it's tanking. Many people don't tune in for Kandi because Kandi don't serve it. She don't give it. Kandi will talk about what she wants to talk about. And Bravo lets her. Many people didn't know if they were going to get served biscuits or, you understand? So there's a difference in regards to, and I told y'all before, in regards to housewives, especially Atlanta, they've been taught to have a moment so it can trend. So then you get called out because we see that you're trying to have a moment so you can trend. Just like Portia the other day. Oh, babe, we was at dinner and you let my wig slide back. You let me be in the restaurant like this? Oh my gosh, y'all see this? Boring. Fake. How you didn't know your wig was sliding? Come on, whatever. Anyway, I think that, I get that the ladies are responding. I think Nene needed time to heal and go through what she had to go through. And now, not only did her son have an emergency, her other son now is incarcerated and he won't be released till January. So she's had a lot going on over the last 5 years. Nonstop family stuff. When it's family stuff, man, you ain't focused on trying to really take on or produce another show. You're worried about family and they know that. That's so weird. That's weird to me. So of course,
if she did in fact build
the Housewives of Atlanta. Copyright disclaimer. She can build another house on another. So that's the biggest thing. Nene shaded Kandi, Nene shaded Cynthia, and many of the girls are feeling away because the whole world understand how Nene feels about you. And not only has Nene talked about the show tanking, many people say the women are not interesting enough. You see that it's fixed. You see that they're trying. No one can carry a show by themselves. Kandi has had shows and they didn't last. She had a show about them traveling, doing winter stuff, and then she had the old lady gang. And then the old lady gang had altercations and a restaurant that allegedly was not that clean or whatever, however you want to see it. And then you have, employees disrespecting themselves and other people and disrespecting the people, and the restaurant wasn't ready when it was supposed to, and at times it seemed like the restaurant wasn't clean. It's just and not wanting Todd and Kandi not wanting to get an air conditioning for the restaurant, if the power goes out, not wanting to get an extra generator. It's like, y'all if y'all that rich, why are y'all not making sure your customers and clients are happy? Now, Blaze is a little bit more upscale, but everybody says the prices are so high. Is it worth it when you can go down the street and get something half that price? Remember, there was a gentleman that complained about getting a drink with ice. A lawyer, he said he had a certain amount for going out, but he tries to support, African American restaurants. But if you're going to like overcharge, I'd rather go here and get a great meal and I can afford it. But even though I could afford it and I could pay an extra $50 or $100, that don't mean I want to. And sometimes if the place is not that busy, you want to be in an ambiance where there's people and it's lighthearted and the music is good. But well wishes. Let's get to this other clip. I told y'all they be seeking moments. Okay, so these women are talking. They're talking about Nene. And it's basically the same thing. Cynthia says if Nene built the Real Housewives, she can basically build another. Well, yes, she could. Now that she is out of, or trying to be out of, unfortunately, her husband has passed. Her son is now doing well. Brent, and then Bryson's in jail and will get out in January. But now she has alleged Carlos King that can assist her and help her. This is the biggest thing. There was a setback for Nene. And hopefully the comeback will be great. And her and Carlos can get into rooms together and he can guide her and assist her, because now Carlos King didn't have what he has 5 years ago. He was probably getting into Love and Marriage Huntsville. He was probably doing the Love and Marriage DC. But Carlos King now has successful shows that are going pretty well. Some say they want him to do a little bit better on the storylines and direct a little bit better. But Nene now has Carlos King. So let's get into it. It's basically saying the same thing. So then we have Cynthia wanting to kiss Kandi. The show tries to over-actualize, and they think that's going to bring viewers in. I think it's a problem for Bravo, because not only does it show that things are over-actualized, it then shows that you're trying to kiss a woman that's married, and then they have children. Excuse me? And this is the biggest thing. Kandi was just talking about her little threesomes. I just don't respect. I get Kandi's very business oriented. She gets out there, she does what she has to do. But when she had concerns with her restaurant, she immediately got on media to distract away from what was going on. She did. She went on different YouTuber show to distract away from the concerns and the altercations with a restaurant. And many people saw that. Some called it out, some didn't. But she got on those YouTuber shows to have them talk about what she wanted them to talk about. If they would not have, she would not have gone on those YouTuber shows. Those YouTubers would have dragged her about her restaurant, all the altercations. That would have been the media that was going on. She knew what she was doing. They've been taught to trend when things are going left. She wants to talk about Kandi, wants to talk about what she wants to talk about. If she feels she doesn't want to talk about, and Bravo doesn't make her. Bravo's like her girl. Bravo, Kandi is Bravo's golden ticket. Because if Bravo didn't have Kandi, it would be an issue. Kenya's great, of course. Um, Cynthia, people call her boring. Many people called her out in regards to Girls Trip. Ooh, she was complaining, complaining, complaining. Everybody else seemed to be having a good time. Cynthia was complaining, complaining, complaining. Are you listening to me? Why aren't we getting along? Why don't she like, I could not watch no more. I said, that's enough. So for them to kiss, I wonder how Ty feels about that. And then Candy's trying to call out whether Drew kissed the woman or not. Why are you concerned about that? Let that be talked about with Drew. And then that's weird. Drew's like, oh, y'all had cameras, y'all was recording, and oh, it was edited. What are you talking about? That's the weird part. People be like, do y'all hear yourself about stuff? So that's why I can't. I'll go over clips. I know what's going on, but I don't really know everything because it's just cringeworthy. It's not good reality TV. Period. And Bravo has these girls doing a shut up and dance for a check. And then after they leave Real Housewives of Atlanta or any other show, if you've had altercations or you seem weird on the show or you're shading people so much when you leave the show, you have a hard time connecting with other businesses because they look at you like you might be a concern if we hire you. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about Kandi and Kandi and Cynthia kissing. I think it was a fixed moment. I think Kandi prepped Cynthia what to do, what to say. I do. And then remember how Peter came out and said he used to help Cynthia in the first 2 seasons. She didn't really know what to say. She really didn't know what to do. It was kind of like it wasn't organic to her. So then, of course, the TV's going to pick that up too. Well wishes. Everyone, let me know in the comments. Are you here for Kandi and her? I do this, I do that, but don't want to cover the faults, but then she'll cover certain things just to give you a snippet. And then in regards to Cynthia is back. Are you here for it? Are you here for them kissing? I mean, like I said, Kandi has kids. Do you think that things are over actualized with Kandi? And is that going to be a part of the concern? Many people are already calling Bravo out in regards to getting the women so intoxicated, and then you're filming them, and then you're trying to have them over actualized on TV and having a dancer and then the audio and then Kandi and all her stuff. Is it over actualizing? And, trying to put something in women's undergarments? Hello? That men can buzz them? Thanks for tuning in. Everyone, have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's strong in mind, body, soul, and spirit.